Alright, you're all out of bread. You need to make a sandwich. What are you going to do? Or maybe you're making a holiday dinner and you forgot to pick up the rolls and all the stores are closed. So the solution to this problem is to just make bread. And it's super easy, and the recipe is like really cool because you can make a bunch of different kinds out of it. So we're going to get going right away. So first you've got 3 cups of water. You want that about like hot tub temperature to where you can like barely stand it. Nice and hot. And then we're going to add in the sugar. 1/4 cup. And then some yeast and some salt. Yeast is 2 of these packets or 1.5 tablespoons. And then the salt is 1 tablespoon. Yeah. So we're going to mix that up a tiny bit in here. Also, we're going to add in the butter, which is 1/4 cup. 1/4 cup of butter is a 1/2 stick of butter, in case anyone's wondering. I like to melt it because it makes it easier to mix in. Next is the flour. It's 7.5 cups about. So you're going to just kind of go pretty slowly so that you don't get it too dry. So we're just going to add a good amount here. Start mixing it in. So obviously right now we haven't added enough flour because it's still super wet. So we're going to put a bunch more. So we're getting to a pretty good consistency here. It's definitely still a little bit wet. You can see it's sticking all over to the spoon. So we're going to add a little bit more. Not all of it. I want to dry it out. Got it most of the way mixed in, but it's still pretty sticky. So we're going to go ahead and just throw the rest of this in here. 7.5 cups of flour. Alright, go ahead and get our hands dirty. Fold it and push it and smush it all together. Make sure everything gets combined. Alright. Now it's still going to be a little bit sticky, but that's okay. We don't want it to get dried out. So we're just going to kind of make it into a big ball. And now it's going to rise for, takes about 30 minutes to an hour. Here I got my towel. I'm just going to put it over the top. And then we're just going to wait till it doubles in size. Alright, so it's been about 30 minutes. As you can see, it's doubled in size. We're going to make regular white bread, 1 loaf of that, and then we're going to make a loaf of garlic jalapeno cheddar bread, and then we're going to make some rolls. It's going to be fun. I'm going to oil these up a little bit with some olive oil. Just going to rub it all around in there with your hand, get all over the walls and the bottom. Take this dough, just put it out on the table. Come on, come on, woo! Alright, now we'll just split it into 3 pieces. So we're going to go ahead and make this one. This is going to be the rolls, because it's got a little bit more. And this one's going to be jalapeno cheddar bread, because it's a little bit less, but we're going to add ingredients to it. And this is just going to be our regular white loaf. So with the white one, just kind of get it into a ball, and then we'll stretch it out to like a loaf size. Not a loaf size, just the size of the pan. And then stick it in there. And then I'm going to do the rolls next. So we're just going to keep halving this until we get down to about the amount of rolls we want. And then we're going to stick them in the pan. Make them nice little balls. Now this jalapeno cheddar. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna kind of cut it up a little bit, and then crack an egg into it. So then you just kind of mush it all together. Now we're gonna grab some cheddar, so this will absorb some of that egg. So we're gonna do a nice handful. That looks good to me. I don't know about you. Then we're gonna mix that a little bit. And then next, now we have some garlic. This is like a clove and a half. And then some fresh jalapeno. You can go with the jalapeno, just kind of go however much you like. If you want it spicy and chunky, do more. If you want it a little less spicy, a little less chunky, you're gonna do a little bit less. I did about 1.5 jalapenos, fresh, and I sliced them up nice, and then I quartered them all. So, okay. So it feels just so wrong. Doesn't seem like it's gonna turn into a bread, but trust me, it will. So just put it in your pan, and then kind of smush it out. Doesn't gotta be perfect. Alright, that looks good. Alright, so we're back. It's been about 30 minutes again. All of the stuff has about doubled or at least risen a bit. You're gonna meet me in the kitchen, and we're gonna throw these in the oven. We're gonna go ahead and put these in. And you want to cook it on the middle shelf. And if it's not in the middle, you're going to want to go ahead and move the shelf to the middle of the oven. There you go. Alright. When you're cooking them, you want them all to be on the same shelf, because if you have them stacked on top of each other on different shelves, that middle section is not going to get cooked right, and then the bottom will burn and the top will burn. So that's how we got it in here, and it's been about 15 minutes, and we want to turn these, because ovens don't really tend to cook very evenly. So there, we got them all on the same row. And alright, it's been about 25 minutes now in the oven, so we're going to take them on out. That one gets to stay a little bit longer. Now, I'm going to take some butter and just butter the top real good so that the top doesn't dry out when it cools. Alright, so after we've buttered them, you're going to take a knife and go around all the edges to make sure we can get it out real good. I struggled with that one pretty badly. I forgot to use one of my favorite baking hacks, which is to use parchment paper in the base and then leave the edges empty. It'll make it come out real easy, like this metal one did. And the last one is the jalapeno cheddar. Those are looking tasty. We're going to take them back to the room to get a closer look and cut into them. Alright, so here we got the rolls. Nice. And the white bread. And the jalapeno cheddar with garlic. Alright everyone, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and saw how easy it really is to make bread. And how easy it is to solve the problem of not having bread.